once you get to that point, of course your success goes up because your reliability goes up and your dependability goes up and your accountability goes up. So it all works hand in hand, and they're one of the best, or the best.
Something that that was passed down, maybe that do your job thing from Bill Parcells by any chance, because I hear Bill Belichick say it all the time and you say it all the time.
I think I learned it from Coach Parcells. Yes, the statement, but it really, if you simplify things, everybody has a job, and if they do their job, your chances of success increases. Doesn't guarantee anything. You still have to play well, but you need to do your job. And I know Coach Belichick was with Coach Parcells. I don't really know where the came from initially, but I know that's where I got it from. Yes.
Monday night, cameras, Mike caught Sam Darnold saying, "I'm seeing ghosts out there," which I kind of know what that means for a quarterback. How do you get your quarterback not to see ghosts? The game against the Patriots.
Well, you strive every week to make your quarterback comfortable in the things you're calling. Try to make him comfortable and the things he sees and where his eyes go and things like that. But they do it. New England does a tremendous job. I'm not going to comment too much on what was said there, but I know this. I know they do a tremendous job of protecting the quarterback.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Are you, quarterback be a lightning rod at times? Are you concerned that could happen to one of your players where realize they're on camera, and that sometimes the vetting process might not be what you would hope it would be? Is this something you talk to your guys about, or is this something you just have to?
No, I don't really know what the question is, Jake. I'm sorry, but I don't ever want our players to seem like they're in a bad light, but also want them to be themselves. And then you hope that they make good decisions. As far as what they say on the field, I've got this. That's a whole nother discussion. That cameras, and microphones, and stuff like that. But it's probably not the time or place to have that conversation.
When you're in your seat, what is it? How does it really explain to being somebody who hasn't played?
Let me tell you about quarterbacks in the National Football League. They usually don't end up coaches. Okay? And if they were any good at all, they probably aren't coaches. All right? No, I'm not trying to dig anybody other than the fact that I wasn't very good. All right? So when I woke up in the morning, I usually saw ghosts. If I knew I was practicing that day, I usually just ask the coaches I played for. I saw them. I don't know if it was ghosts I was seeing, but it was something other than my receiver. Usually I was seeing the other team's colors, because usually I threw more to them than I did mine.
Baker was fined for officials, and then yesterday, Odell complained about violations and things like that. Are you okay with those guys kind of speaking their mind that way, or would you prefer that maybe don't?
I like money. All right, so I'm not going to complain about the officials. They want to give their money to the league. They can do it. But I don't know how to answer that. It doesn't matter to me either way. I'd like for them to keep their money. But I also like our guys to be passionate about what they're doing. So they have a decision to make, I guess.
Okay. Officials will hold it against a team that's kind of complaining publicly.
You try to get them foul now, right? Okay.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league
welcome
baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Akron Rubber Ducks.
The Rubber Ducks have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next.
As far as comments about officials and stuff like that, I'm gonna stay away from that because I
Bland,
can't control
an
it.
Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, when this guy's on, he's nasty. How nasty?
From the standpoint of putting him in the best position.
How about in his last appearance, struck out 21 batters. One of the most dominating performances I've ever seen. And I really hope he brings his A game along again in this one.
Fellas, you take a look at our home-standing ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous base.
Pure analog pitching? What the hell that is?
Well, you can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
After all the hype we heard, should regret
So striding forward now, Christopher Bostic. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
I think Baker Mayfield's got some promise, and I still believe in him. I'm just saying that because of what I've seen from Sam Darnold, what Bill Belichick and others have said about Sam Darnold.
So confused.
Popped him
I
up.
guess I don't understand it.
Castillo moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
And if that's the case, and you had the #1 overall pick, you got to remember what
Now at the plate, Angel Ramirez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Very late again.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
You know what that means, guys? That the Browns lost out twofold.
Swung on and missed, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
I don't think I can do it that way. That's weird.
The bottom line is you will have passed up on Saquon Barkley and Sam Darnold, who's considered to be a better quarterback, in favor of Baker Mayfield. They can't admit that yet. The jury is still out. We all know that.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first.
Is better than Baker Mayfield. Yeah, look, that's a problem when you have Cleveland's history.
Stepping into the box, Alex Dorta. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
Sam Darnold was more of the prototypical guy that goes #1 overall. I was expecting him earlier in the process to go #1. There was no
A windup and the 0-1.
like, you know, Baker Mayfield's a little short.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Sam Darnold checked every box. There was really no boxes that he didn't check at a certain level. But Baker seemed to check
Ball and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Count even at 2-2.
I thought it was correct at the time. I think it's still
Hit the other way out toward right field. Banks is under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
But NFL's a risk-averse league. And, you know, a coach goes for it on 4th down when he should instead of punting, and it comes back to burn him.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Javier Reyes, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1.
When teams take risks like they did on Baker.
Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Panthers are on the clock with the #1 pick, and they take Cam Newton, right? 1 year college football, it's his game getting transition.
Ball 2.
The guys that hit, Blaine Gabbert and Jake Locker, of course, we all know we made the
even
correct
at 2
decision.
balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
That wasn't the
And it's
consensus,
fouled
right?
away.
And last year wasn't the consensus either. There's a lot of people in New York that before Saquon busted out, there were people in New York killing
That was
him
swing
for not
and a miss.
taking
He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Batting fifth.
Into the box, Jack Messer, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
So I think the jury, I think the jury is still out on Baker.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. Digging in, Gregorio Cabrera. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Fastball called for strike 2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Janet Schaefer.
And that matters. The way you go about your business. And the Jets had no shot. I was watching.
Standing in now, Shannon Schaefer will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Hit back up the middle. Moroff ranging up the middle. Throw on to first, gets him in the side.
Protect him a little bit with that. And their partners say, hey, let's not put this on. Yeah, and Kyle made the way.
Hey guys, Mark DeRosa here.
Some of the players on the Patriots, their natural reactions to hearing that quote, they were stupefied that was actually said out loud by an NFL player who happened to be mic'd up. And then to your point, that the NFL shared that. That's something that's going to be with.
Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game.
He's not going to shake that.
Now to the plate, Ben Arias. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is.
You know, for the Browns, you're going against
0-1 the count.
that is having defensively arguably the best stretch of any defense in the history of the NFL. You know, we're talking 85 Bears dominant. We're talking 2000 Ravens dominant. This is
looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Where we went through our 5 things that need to happen, and basically all of our questions are on the offensive side. This is not a
knuckleball. Strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Christopher Bostic is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. He's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and you know, Sam Darnold's like, how do you make sense of the league? Our offense is going to be okay.
And he fouls this one off.
Slump the Eagles. The Jets get slumped themselves. Yeah.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Fouled
away.
And very kind of level teams.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
That has really risen to the top, that separated itself a little bit. Then you've had the people at the bottom where, you know.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Now at the plate, Angel Ramirez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Now at the plate, Javier Reyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bunt out in front of the plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Jack Messer.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Messer.
Ball 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Just off on the timing for that knuckleball. 2 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired.
21 as a defense.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's insane, bro.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Now here it comes.
Now batting, number 20.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So we got him looking there. Barrett Hayes sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. No balls and a strike to count. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Count is 1-2 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate, as he's been masterful. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead it 2-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ben Arias. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
In there, and it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. The ground over to first. Halpern scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now batting, Angel Ramirez. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
I just
Talk
have a feeling
about
he's gonna foul it
challenging a
off.
guy. He offered up 2.
And he struck him out to retire the side. So
expecting
he's
to get that
through
challenge
7
on, to be
complete,
honest.
still working on a masterpiece. 7 perfect innings as he begins to close in now. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 2-0. So coming to the plate, Alex Dorta. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Banks has it, and it's a quick out number 1. Digging in once again, Javier Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Javier Reyes goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired.
They have it all. You go see their
Stepping up now, Gregorio Cabrera. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fit.
Adams is there, 1 away. Now at the plate, Barrett Hayes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box now, Shannon Schaefer. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our top player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
I don't think he played very long. Anyway, and then they gave me a call. And said, you know, both Vic and Dio.
Here now our final line score. First, for the victorious Rubber Ducks, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
So I guess they.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes.
A voice of authority. For some reason,
thank you for joining us here this evening.
But yeah, they just called me up one day and said, hey, we'd like you to come back and do Raw.
You having fun with it?
Yes. Everybody asks me that. It's not fun. It's hard. It's hard work. It's real. It's a lot of pressure. And, you know, I mean, you're out there for 3 straight hours and you're expected to be entertaining. You're expected to know everything that's about to happen, and it's not easy.
And Juul vaping products are linked to nicotine addiction and lung problems. If your first use of nicotine was with a Juul vaping product causing nicotine addiction or lung problems, you may be entitled to compensation.
How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
The last 2 weeks is murder on me. I mean, they'll come and, I'm sitting there and you're thinking about what's going to be on the show. You'll get a sheet of format that's going to say who's going to wrestle who and that sort of thing. You check that out and you're trying to think of stuff to say about these different wrestlers. Then all of a sudden, right before the show, they come and they hand me like a 3-page thing saying, well, yeah, a lot of the times they say, well, that's all changed. But then the last couple of weeks, they all of a sudden come up and hand me a special interview that I got to do. Like last night, they said, oh, by the way, segment 6, got a King's Court, and you're going to interview Rusev. And then a week before last, they come to me just right before the show and said, oh, we want you to moderate the contract signing between Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman. And then they got 2 pages and said, here's what you say. And it's like, oh my gosh, I got to try to memorize it. And really, they expect you to know this word for word, right? And so then all of a sudden, in the midst of doing the show live, at every commercial break, I got to start reading this stuff and try to memorize. Yeah, it's tough. It really is.
Well, you make it look easy.
Yeah, certainly.
Once you learn how to fake sincerity, you've got it made.
We find that too on this show.
Absolutely.
Exactly. You can absolutely do that. Did you think it's really amazing your career in this enterprise and how long you've done it, how long you've been at the top of it?
49 years.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, did you ever go back to when you're 20 and go, yeah, this is how this is going to go?
Oh no. I've always been I've been a procrastinator, which means I'm a last minute guy, and everything just sort of happens. I don't plan ahead on anything, and I don't look back and say, man, how did this work out? It just, I don't know. Unfortunately, it has worked out well, hopefully pretty well, over the years.
One of the most remarkable careers. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible what you've done, what you've been a part of, and the fact that it's still doing it at this point.
Yeah,
it's truly remarkable. It really is.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. That's my goal is just every day to wake up and keep breathing. That's all I worry about.
Start simple, keep it simple.
Yes,
that's right. Everything else
simple.
after that will follow in place. Now,
what was cool last night, guys? I think the entire Browns line was
the offensive line was there.
Yeah.
See, that Cush was wearing a tremendous tank top.
I think if you look, we had some guys that looked like they could go.
No kidding.
That guy in the big Papa Pump, the Scott Steiner headdress out there. Yeah, they were. They were looking pretty legit out there.
And you know what what upsets me about coming back to Raw, in a sense, but it's like with the announce table now. If you notice, we're up on the stage.
Yeah.
Instead of being down at ringside, for years and years and years, always down at ringside, and it's uncomfortable, but by the same token, it's comfortable because that's where it feels. To me, it's always best when you're that close to the action.
Sure.
You can feel it, and you just a lot of times you don't. You just all there's right there with you, and you don't even have to look down at the monitor. But now that we're up on the stage, I never even get to look around. You have to literally look down at your monitor the entire time. Everything is on the monitor. Last week, as a matter of fact, I'm just watching the match and calling the match. And
the coach clues in a new team member on available resources.
Against Natalia, and they're fighting all over the place. And I realized they had fought out of the ring. And we're talking, and I'm looking at my little monitor right here in front of me. And all of a sudden, boom! Something hits the side of the announce table. It's a miracle I didn't curse. I mean, it scared me that bad, right? Oh my God! And all I say it was Lacey Evans and Natalia. They had come up on the stage and were right there, running into the announce table, and I didn't even realize it. That's my phone. That's probably Vince McMahon going and saying, "Shut up."
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Binghamton. Bland starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? Do you have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for...
Like you said, disappointed. I'd hoped for better, but I'm not giving up on
for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up.
I'm still, I still think we've got a chance to.
Adams is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Their business the last 2 weeks, and we did it. And so now coming off a bye, oh great, now you get to go play New England.
Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone.
There's still a lot of season in front of us.
A lot of season.
As a look, now the pitch. Grounder down the line at third.
Fantastic season.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. So it's on to the bottom of inning.
Baltimore twice, beat the Steelers twice, and beat Cincinnati twice. How long has it been since that happened?
First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Smile on my face right there.
That'd be a lock 6 wins right there.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
It's there. They got to execute. They got to handle the business.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
We got on such a high there.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
I think we expected maybe too much out of a rookie head coach.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Head coach in his first year do that great.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Ray. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Popped him up.
Everything's going to fall into place.
And there's out number 2.
Yes, absolutely.
As a first-year head coach, it's one of the youngest teams in the NFL. Not the youngest team.
Digging in now, Sam Grace. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
It's also just some of the inconsistencies, right?
Lifted down the line in left.
Like even the Seattle game.
But this will land untouched.
You feel like you give it away, but the week before you couldn't move the ball and turn it over all day long against San Francisco. So week to week, it's not knowing what we're going to get.
The 0-2 once more.
That is tough to.
Misses off the plate.
I mean,
no score here as we play inning number 2.
I guess the very first game.
And the knuckler got him swinging, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Leading off the inning, Wes Girard, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Behind 0-2 now.
Yes, I'm just a guess, so I can say anything I want.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Throughout the league, I mean, there's real inconsistencies.
At the plate, Michael Padilla, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1.
Officials right now, they just are refusing to change a call.
Knuckleball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
They're in solidarity.
And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2. Here's the first pitch to him.
Now batting.
Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Behind 0-2 now.
Got to get it going, King. Got to get a little momentum, right?
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. Ready for another chance? Clifford Bannister. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 0-1 the count. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
He didn't think it was. I'm not that good at lip reading. Except last night.
Popped up. Morov is under it. He's got it one away.
I said I'm not good at lip reading.
In now, Mark Sellers comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Tried to get him fishing at the knuckleball, but it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Horn is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now in the box, Roderick Doyle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Allen is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they're held in check here. This first pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastballs.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Ken Rubin is retired to kick off the inning. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Got him to go down swinging there. Ryan Ray goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Slow roller down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike.
He pulls away from the gate. We get out to the runway, and I'm saying, please take
This
off.
one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Horn, and that retires the side. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first. Into the box now, Wes Gerard will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Barnes is right there, 1 down.
It was unbelievable. It was like a 10 to 12 hour delay on people.
Striding in once again, Michael Padilla. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
It's just that, I guess that front was coming right through. And then the rest of the flight was fine.
Behind 0-2 now.
I can't tell that to the WWE people because they'll say, see there.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, Clifford Bannister.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Mark Sellers is the second out in the 7th inning. Castillo over to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And the inning is over. So striding in, Ken Rubin. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this...
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Allen waits on it. 2 gone. Stepping in, Sam Grace. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Sam Grace.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Rubber Ducks lead it 8-0. Ready now, Wes Girard starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball. Just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Stepping in, Michael Padilla.
The catcher, Michael.
In there, no balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. This is skied into short left center. Allen comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Phil Mason. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. He brings it in, and they have finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil as this one is over. An 8-0 shutout this evening.
It's all part of the family. Visit Rtts.com to learn more. With that, we are joined by ESPN NFL insider, our buddy Dan Graziano, joining us to take a look at the league at large and in general.
Here now our final line score. First for the victorious Rubber Ducks.
What's the number for you? Yep. Yeah. Patriots differential plus 175 through 7 games, which is the most in NFL history. They've allowed 48 points of their defensive touchdowns allowed. Only 3 have been scored by the other team's offense. They've been pretty remarkable, and unfortunately for us, they're up next. What do you think about the move, though, to bring in Mohamed Sanu and try to bolster that offense that, while it has been very, very good, has not been quite as dominant as that defense?
trying to make sure that these guys, that Tom Brady has people to throw to. Sanu is available. They tried to get him at the draft. Atlanta was saying no. They thought they were going to contend. They didn't. And now at this point, you can get Sanu for a second round pick. Pretty high price to pay, really.
Yeah.
But he's the guy they have for this year and next year. He's signed for 2020, so that matters. And they have been sort of desperately picking over whatever's been available in terms of pass catchers for several months now.
You mentioned the Falcons there, the team that traded Mohamed Sanu, 1-6. Are they the biggest disappointment right now to you in the 2019 season?
Yeah, I would say the Falcons, the Chargers, very disappointing. I thought that would be a contender. They've had injury issues as always, but also some really kind of dumb losses. Yeah, I mean, look, I think people are probably pretty disappointed that the Browns haven't lived up to their preseason expectations.
2-4.
Not over yet there. Pittsburgh, disappointing team. Obviously, they lost their quarterback and didn't handle it as well as the world has. But Bears.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Your view of what the Browns have been through through 6 games now, heading into a bye week and staring down the barrel of a Patriots team that's playing the way that it's
Darren
playing.
O'Leary, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's real.
That is a positive, but the thing that's been tough for us, Dan, has just been it's not even so much the 2-4 record.
Into the box now, Phil Mason. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter.
And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. Despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Mark Sellers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
We saw the Mohamed Sanu deal get done, the trade deadline approaching. Do you think the Browns...
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a high pop-up. Adams has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Roderick Doyle. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Roderick Doyle.
First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Popped him up. Burris is there for it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Ryan Ray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Leading off the inning, Sam Grace, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I have seen more fluidity with play. I mean, Jalen Ramsey might be the best corner in the league, and he forced his way out of Jackson.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pop commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Challenge failed.
Standing in, Joaquin Valenzuela.
The center fielder.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit on the ground out to short. Adams gloves it. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
95 speed.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Michael Padilla, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. No balls and a strike to count.
Speculations we mentioned with the Browns on that O-line. You talk about just around the league guys that could be moved.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Phil Mason. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
So we got him looking there. Phil Mason becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Down the first baseline, Halpern comes up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Sellers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
I guess if you're really like pitching in real life, you did in Little League or whatever, sure.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
It's horrible.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Roderick Doyle. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. No balls and 1 strike.
Doyle.
Why would they not do that, Dan? What would
popped him up.
Their point of not, why would you not get something?
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Into the box, Ken Rubin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Ryan Ray comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rubber Ducks lead it 11-0. Coming to the plate now, Sam Grace.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
0-1 the count. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Stepping in now, Joaquin Valenzuela, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Burris is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the... He's ready. Here's the first offering.
For the Mets.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem. And what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Now batting.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heat pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. The perfection continues. 20. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roderick Doyle. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. First delivery to him on the way.
The batter.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Burris is there, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is ready for another shot now. Sam Grace starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2.
what he does. We're on to the Browns.
Digging in the switch hitter, Joaquin Valenzuela. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
Every single eyeball on him when
Standing in, Michael Padilla. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance.
Belichick rides coach.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
It is interesting. This guy's got complete command. Yes, I saw that smirk and that smirk.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Yes, see? It's like, okay, all right. This guy's just...
Do you think that gets the love?
2 out, nobody on.
Like, is it remembered as fondly as it was upon launching all those many years ago? That and Austin Powers, I don't know that they get the love.
No, and they should, because they're both timeless. And I rewatched Ventura with my kids, and they absolutely
hit on the ground.
I will still say, for $5, take Dumb and Dumber.
Throw in time. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
You will see greatness from Bill
Time
Belichick.
of the ball game.
He's been doing
4
it
hours
for a very,
and
very long
9
time.
minutes.
Here he was this morning discussing our Cleveland Browns.
Oh my God, this fucking radio network is absolutely god awful.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
What are you seeing of Baker Mayfield on film, and what is it about him that is going to make him hard to defend?
Yeah, Baker's a really smart player, has a lot of talent, can make all the throws, got a terrific arm, tough, taking some hits and hangs in there, can make extended plays with his legs to either buy more time to throw or scramble for key first downs in the red area on third down, things like that. So he's a big threat and tough guy to handle. He's obviously smart. Coach Kitchens gives him a lot of latitude at the line of scrimmage to change plays.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the...
Whatever it is exactly they're doing, but,
Now in the box, Chris Glass. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Fouled away. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And there's out number 1. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9, good barrel awareness, put the ball in play, pass the baton to the next guy, keep the defense on their toes.
So digging in now, Shane Robinson.
The right fielder.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Robinson is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself, he knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Settling in now, Morris Rasmussen. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
Hey, Coach, do you expect Josh Gordon to start practicing at all this week and have a chance to play?
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, we just got back from New York.
And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, you want to talk about taking care of the baseball, doing what's right, playing fundamentally sound. This team has the fewest errors in the league. Not only do they make the routine plays, but they'll make the spectacular ones as well. Can't be understated the importance of what they're bringing to the table on the defensive side. Check that out today.
Now here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And the knuckler got him swinging, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. At the plate, Andreas Tejada, 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Alfaro is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
The center fielder.
There's a knuckleball that he looks at cross right down Main Street for a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Third inning, no score to this point. Fouled off. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Leading off the inning, Chris Glass, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Luke Toth.
Now batting, the shortstop, Luke.
And it's fouled away.
Very hard to tackle. You saw a play against the Jets where he took an RPO.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. At the plate, Morris Rasmussen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, Leonard Yamamoto. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right. Halpern is there. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again, Lee Nunn. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
We gotta get to 4. That's 14 and a half. I think you're gonna blow through that. Well, yeah, but this time I wasn't even prepared to turn it off. I had to turn it off. This guy, Big Pete, comes in here and says, "Turn it off, your mics." And then I forgot because you and I were I was mesmerized by this.
And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1 and 2.
Wonderful tale of how basically we're 6-0 right now. We score on everybody whenever we want.
Fastball just missed above the zone.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fat.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 5-0. Leading off the inning, Andreas Tejada, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Linemen running as tight ends, and tight ends as linemen, and block tight ends are
the windup and the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's the first out.
That's true. Did you see you know how many coaches he has?
Now at the plate, Parker McHenry comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on.
He doesn't even have a defensive coordinator. He's the defensive coordinator. Right. But it's amazing. Like at this stage, so he's got 6. Think about this: 6 Super Bowls wins with the Patriots.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Unquestioned. Like even
first pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a little
with
chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate as he's leading off the inning, Chris Glass, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
So it's the maintaining.
Now batting. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
All right, I'm on their website.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready once again, Morris Rasmussen. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Horn is there, and he has it for the first out. First offering on its way.
Now batting.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off.
So they're not accounting. They're like
sent on the ground out to second. Adams right there, and that's the second out. So striding forward now, Lee Nunn. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
1-1. 2 out, nobody on.
The comments from Schefter yesterday, which has gotten lost.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
I have experience with Schefter. He used to be a regular guest on other radio shows here, and he does not speculate. He's not in the business of that. He does not hypothesize. He's a fact presenter.
The 1-2.
Ask him for opinions on things, he's not interested.
Is in there, a called strike 3.
So he's an information guy.
So he makes it through 8 with the digging in. Andreas Tejada. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
And that Brady has an out in his contract to be out after this year.
Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Parker McHenry goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. Now to the plate, Billy Beard. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance.
This pronunciation guy's tough. I do the official one, so I'm going to get this right. We're trying to get
first pitch of the at-bat. And they start him out away with a called strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here.
Games with the Jags. He's recorded 19 tackles and 1.5 sacks. He spent all of the 2019 season on Jacksonville's practice squad. He's a native of
3 strikeouts, 9 pitches total.
No corresponding move for the 53 was
I
needed.
thought I would have already done that, but okay.
A really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
At this point, when you look at the new depth chart,
for the Rubber Ducks, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners.
Keys at Pizzeria, family-owned, operated right here in Berea. They're old-school red sauce, homemade, using only the freshest ingredients. You can order online at JojoCarlones.com or call 440-235-8880. Carlones. Coming up next, we look at the new depth chart, which is out now. Play the Browns Daily, 850 ESPN Cleveland.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. always looking to fill needs, clubs will explore every way a prospect might be capable of contributing.
Late reliever when I haven't been doing nothing but throw no-hitters. Dumbasses. I wanted to change something. I can't remember what it is now. What was it? No. A late reliever, really?
Land takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 23.
Stepping into the box, Dean Fagan. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Escobar at second, Bledsoe on at first with nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Charles Kim is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Behind 0-2 now.
Yep, just be about 4 minutes or something. Yeah.
Here comes another 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gene Kearns. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And this will be a called strike two. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish.
We got like a day and a half before Call of Duty
From
drops.
the third inning on and never wavered. Eddie Chassin earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Bland hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us.
We're on the running man. What a film.
That was great.
Oh, what a film.
Incredible, yeah.
Ahead of its time.
Probably the feud, because I feel like he was always two cocktails in.
Agreed.
I mean, the tie was always just hanging on by. I mean, just.
If I'm gonna go random, and it's not random, but I mean like of that era, just like talk show hosts you're gonna pull out that you had a real affinity for. I did enjoy Richard Dawson's act, but I was a big Chuck Woolery man.
Chuck Woolery, 2-2. He's back at 2-2. Yeah, that was always a win. Great.
Why is this show?
That's what I was gonna do. Is
I
try to
don't know if
remember.
those shows are still on.
Try to put those skills in.
Family Feud's still on.
Forget.
Okay. Like during the day? I don't know. Anybody on this depth chart? Nothing. It's all the same, right?
It appears to be the same to me. If you're saying, what is Nathan Segura want to see? I'd like to see Rick Seals Jones move on over to the front line. Thank you very little. I think that he is certainly earned that. I would like to see him on the front line.
Your attention, please.
Leading off the inning, Morris Rasmussen, as they'll look to get something
Bottom of
going
the
here and even
21st
this
inning?
game up.
Jesus.
In there for strike one.
Behind him at left tackle injured. Justin McCray behind Chris Hubbard. At right tackle, Teller
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
In the event of something that happened, Eric Cush would be your first person to go.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Now at the plate, Arturo Nieto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 the count.
You're not going to carry him at 9 defensive ends.
Well, maybe Jannard needs to move in.
Okay. And I don't disagree with you.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out.
Pretty good in that role.
So whose spot is he going to take? He would have to take Chad Thomas or Chris Smith.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
You got 12 DBs. You have 6 corners, 6 safeties, which is an unbelievable amount to be carrying right now. I kind of consider Eric Murray.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
And there's number 8, one away.
I don't know.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Yes, I do. Yes. That's not you, that's me.
1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2.
Are we doing higher or lower?
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
What? What time is it? Where am I? Oh, man, it's over? Man, I thought this game was never going to end, but it did. And anytime you can win a marathon game like that, it feels awfully good.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. The Rubber Ducks hosted a 3-run
like
first to propel them to the
YouTube
win.
videos, radio stuff, while playing games, because it's like, meh.
Now at the plate, Andreas Tejada.
It's okay, but it's still, you know, it's not exactly 100% entertaining.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
I think it's mad.
Grounded back up the middle. He's got it to second for one. On
Call
to
of Duty,
first,
I'll
and he
give you
rolls
that.
a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, that didn't take long. Comes in and gets the first batter he faces to hit into a game-ending double play. That's what you call efficiency, folks.
It's a weird fucking decision now. Like, if you're a minor league coach and a guy comes in and throws a couple no-hitters and, you know, a couple perfect games and all shutouts, haven't allowed to run, and then you're going to move him to middle pitcher, fucking stretch pitcher, whatever you want to call it, / closer.
my friends at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers and Cane's. They only have one love. Quality chicken finger meals made with fresh, never frozen premium chicken tenderloins, marinated 24 hours, and battered and fried a golden brown crisp. Paired with Cane's secret sauce, crinkle cut fries, Texas toast, coleslaw, iced tea. I love the sweet tea.
Yes, you
at
do.
Raising Cane's is all about community, supporting thousands of local causes, organizations, and events each year across their 435 locations. They are excited to bring that same mentality to Northeast Ohio. All sorts of locations already open: Strongsville, Canton, Kent, Boardman, and Lakewood, and adding Brooklyn a little bit later. I believe that's next month.
And now behind the glass,
Player new to his AA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Robin, welcome to the program. If you're not watching WAMBC, what a job that you'd have done it for that. So if you're not watching on the stream, what's occurring right now is Z and I and Heel Gribbs are here in studio. And Gibbe, who administers higher lower, is behind a class. It's in the other room. I can't even see him. No, but I think
Rick Bland comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
We can't even hear you, Gibby.
Number 23.
How are you going to administer higher? He thought he outsmarted us.
He's hitting a lot of buttons.
How about right now? How about now? No.
Now batting, Barrett Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
No balls and 1 strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hayes aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hello.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Way to go, Gribbs. Niners. How about right now?
Digging in and looking for more, Christopher Bostic. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Barnes is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So coming to the plate, Angel Ramirez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Akron Rubber Ducks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
I can't see it. It's just going to bounce off the window and hit you right in the head. There's death. Gibby, I have no idea what you're doing because I can't see you.
Let's get you a blind spot here, Bo.
Yeah, I'm right here. Paul's right next to me. I like it on the end of a ruler that you can hold out in front of yourself. Oh, pure joy.
All right. This is compliments of NFL.com and Dan Hansis this week. First and foremost, the Browns are ranked 23rd. Should they be higher or lower? What are you laughing at? Did you already start this?
We already started the game. Yeah, we already started the game.
Where are we at on the game? How about an assist? I don't know what's going on.
If I can see you, I can tell you. We did the top 2 already, New England and New Orleans.
All right.
Not we agree with that.
All right, Jordan, hit next. Hey, I could hear it. Great. Green Bay, they come in ranked 4th. Should they be higher or lower?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the game is higher or lower.
That's not the answer.
All right, so the game. Well, you didn't address anyone, so nobody knew who to go. Like I would say, if we're going to say, if I'm going to pick higher or lower, If you say them and the 49ers neutral field, I'd probably take the 49ers. If you go behind them and you say them or the Vikings, I would probably take them or the Vikings. They're appropriately ranked. They're 4.
I'm fine with that, and I agree with it.
If I'm moving them one way or the other, it's got to be down. I can't move them up.
Who would you move up in their stead?
I think we're giving up a little bit too much on team at number 6. The Seahawks. I think I like the Seahawks better than Packers right now.
Bland takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 23.
It's an amazing shuffle the last couple of weeks. It is.
Digging in once again, Hank Blumenthal. He flew out in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count.
Blumenthal.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Minnesota, they're ranked 5th.
Striding in, Aubrey Reyes. He got called out on strikes his last time through. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Aubrey Reyes goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Akron jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Eddie Chassin earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Kurt Kaiser was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss.
First for the victorious Rubber Ducks.
Bland comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Newton Tucker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
For the Flying Squirrels, the left fielder, Newton Tucker.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Behind 0-2 now.
I trust Seattle more than them.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 30.
And he fouls this one off. Bland has been enjoying a great season, and fans have noticed he's currently leading all closers in all-star votes.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Blumenthal goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. Bill Glynn is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Castillo over to his left, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And this ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Akron came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.
They left 5 men on base.
Bland takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 23.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Miles Saunders. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
First pitch of the at-bat.
This is a way reach.
Fouled away.
Overreaction to beating a team that I think people looked at and think is good.
0-1 count, and the pitch.
And that is Philadelphia. They have got to be low.
This is popped up. Adams has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
I put the Colts ahead of them.
They're one of those teams that looks unstoppable.
Panthers.
They've got it going. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Robert Ramirez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Colts, I would take all 3 of those teams.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Andy Rice. He singled his last time up. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Enriquez is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, these guys don't care where they play. They've now taken the first two of a 4-game road set, and they're guaranteed at least a split. Now we'll see if they can.
I can't speak to it, but I would say that if you're any college coach, that's the one job you would listen to. Coward then follows it right back up with, would you? Knowing Urban, it clearly catches Urban off guard, and he says, yes, absolutely, I was. But he's not thinking about what that means. He's just responding.
After a brief trial move,
from time to
this
time,
prospect
and I'm sure he'd like to have it back because he would never
his original
do that
role.
to Jason Garrett. So that leads to the.
Can I interrupt really quick? Urban Meyer, it's not like he's out of coaching.
For now,
He wants to hire. Like,
no.
if he wants to coach, if he wants the pressure cooker job at the Dallas Cowboys, why is this guy not coaching? Like,
Well, he will be. He will be. He will be. Trust me, he will be.
Exit. He's either going to be at USC. That's what I believe you had a long time ago.
That's where I think he's going to end up.
Or maybe the Cowboys.
Maybe he would want to go
that's
to
like a
Cowboys.
comment like that a fired coach makes.
A coach is sent to offer
Well, that's what I'm
guidance on
saying. He didn't think
training
it
for
was
a
going to go
specific
here.
position.
Like Coward caught him off guard. He's answering a question about Riley, and he's answering the question about Riley, and then Coward hits him with, would you? Meyer's not ready for it, which is rare for him. And he said, yo, I hear you, absolutely.
So here's
how
what
that
Jerry
goes.
Jones says, fresh off of Jason Garrett's big dismantling of the Eagles on Sunday Night Football. And I quote, for Urban Meyer to say this is a compliment. The job is a great job. If you like to go to center stage, be at the very top, our organization gives you that opportunity. It doesn't surprise me.
And I bet a call has already been made.
How about, no, we have a coach. Jason Garrett's our coach.
No.
Didn't hear that.
I bet a call has been made.
Not the quote that I heard there from Jerry Jones. That to me is a little bit.
Urban would have I just can't imagine him ever taking that job without saying on the roster.
I can't imagine Jerry Jones ever letting somebody be that big of a star be his coach.
Oh, I think he did like that. I mean, he did it with Parcells. They did it with Jimmy with success.
Nonsense.
No, I understand that, but I think.
But that's why
he's also that desperate to win a championship. And if he thought Urban was the difference in that, then I think he would do it in a second. And I think like the idea of luring that big of a fish, like Urban could almost have any job he wants.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Lower.
Next, the Houston Texans, fresh up a loss to the Colts, come in ranked 9th. Should they be higher?
How are they ranked ahead of the Colts?
What are we doing here?
No, lower. Next.
Yeah, that's a definite lower for me on that one.
He did the same thing on these with Lamar and the
It's like
Ravens.
Dan forgot that Week 7 got played.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but in his write-ups, they're in there.
Like the Ravens, he's got them below Seattle. How's that possible? They just
A
won.
fast-developing young player has
won in
gotten the
Seattle. How
attention
could they
of
be
the
below them?
higher-ups in management.
What are we doing? Come on, Danny.
Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own.
The Buffalo Bills come in ranked 11th. Should they be higher or lower?
Lower. I like 3 spots.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Rams, the Panthers, and the Colts over the Bills right now.
I couldn't agree anymore.
Yeah.
I'd even take DLD over these guys.
DLD, yeah, I would too. I watched a little of their game with Miami. Miami had every opportunity. That game looked a lot worse than it was. Fitzmagic had him in it. Yeah.
You know what's good about MVD is all we know is winning. Ever since MVD became a dream, they're on a 3-game winning streak.
Mall of America. You got the Mall of America.
Just don't play the Bears, though.
Doing donuts. What?
Not MVD. What was the show like after that game?
That was all that was before. It wasn't conceived yet.
Yeah. Now that it's conceived.
Now it's a thing.
Okay.
And we're on a 3-game.
So when the rematch happens and Kirk Cousins throws for 40 yards,
they're gonna stop the Bears. Did you watch the Bears? The Bears was what 36-10 with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and 7 of their points came on Cordero Patterson.
Bad deal.
Bears are bad. It's bad.
they'll figure it out.
Okay, we'll ask you this then.
The show's continue.
Make a trade for a quarterback.
Settling in now, John Lopez, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on them this afternoon on the road?
You take a look at this lineup, Matty, one thing stands out, and that fact that they're at the bottom 3rd in on-base percentage. They don't put enough pressure on the defense to be successful. Sit back, waiting on too many guys to move the ball over the fence. And sometimes that puts too much pressure on one of your boys to have to be the hero.
Your option is the best option.
Stepping up now, Scott Katimer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, strike 1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left.
Go west, young man. Twin Cities, all you need.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a
serious?
called strike.
Valentine.
Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Alex Tejeda, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Tejeda.
Now here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2, fouled off. Here's another 0-2. Won't go after that one, and it's 1-2. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone. First offering on its way.
Batting 7.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hernandez.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. At the plate, Brian Lim. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Brian.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Digging in now, Joseph Park. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. 0-1 the count. Hopped up. Moroff waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
No balls and 1 strike. Third inning, no score to this point.
Locations at West 140th Cleveland, Lakeland Boulevard, Euclid, Freeway Drive in Mass.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
FactoryDirect.com.
Nothing across here this half. In now, Thomas Haubrick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Yep. NFL trade just coming down. Mike Garofalo at this
Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Matt Reynolds is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Popped him up. Morov has room in foul territory, but it's the pitcher that makes the play, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Into the box now, Elijah Valentin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Heading out toward shallow right. Banks is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Ready for another chance. Alex Tejeda.
Alex Tejeda.
This is very nice move from the 49ers. Yeah, they've done a nice job on that over the last couple of years, the way that that's all happened. Jack, this is Racino, the official entertainment partner of the Cleveland Browns. And Jack, your points 15 times faster than anywhere else in town do play today. And I think they're going to see more of these. I think we get a pretty active next week ahead of us on the NFL.
First pitch of the at-bat.
The other thing that
and that's by him. It's 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up. We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far.
That means Emmanuel Sanders not playing against us. That's right. In a couple of weeks. That's right. That's a win. That's very, very positive. Maybe could be more. All right, next level is next. We're back tomorrow. The Browns Daily 850 Yes Weekly.
The 0-2 once more. Now a little pop-up here right in front of the plate. Hernandez shading to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there are 2 gone now. Striding into the box, Brian Lim. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Tejeda is off at first with 2 away. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball, 1-2.
Boy, it's
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Striding in once again, Joseph Park. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
1-2 now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
The batter.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax?
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. Horn will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Now batting.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Hernandez in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat.
The left fielder
Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Leading off for
first pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Now batting, the center field.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. So striding in, Brian Lim. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game. Ready now, Joseph Park starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Barnes shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Thomas Haubrick. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Akron took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end.
Ripped him up.
Incredible. That's right. Doris had to wave to me today because there was nobody else in the building. It was just he and I this morning. So he had to.
There are, though, truth be told, people in this building who...
you and me and Miss K and Gibby.
I know. There are people, though, in this building that you can see, and it could be just you two in a small hall, and you can look them right in the eye, say hello, and wave, and they don't do anything. So the fact that Doris did that, you know, we're back, baby.
We're back, baby. You know, the only pushback I would
The
give you on this,
evaluation of minor
you said
league
there are people
prospects
in this
is not
building.
only the
There are
business of
person
team
in this
scouts.
building.
Sports agents do their homework as well.
But that's it. There's nobody else.
From the ranks of
There's a
hundreds of minor league prospects, the
the
next
OBM Hot Topics
generation
Ohio
of them,
Business Sheet
determining which
provider
prospects will
rounds.
be
Have all
those
your X's and O's for Rob.
and
Let's call
getting in on the ground floor is smart
Visit
business.
OhioBusinessMachines.com. Bye week is here. Gibby wants us to get our power rankings together in the NFL. Where would we rank the Browns? Before we do that, though, Gibby, somebody punches Myles Garrett in our town?
Yeah,
First of all,
what
are you doing?
Completely absurd story, right? Let's just start there. This guy comes up, wants a picture with Myles, punches him in the face.
So this is in downtown.
Right.
Myles, guy identifies Myles, approaches Myles' car. Myles like, all right, dude, I'll give you your picture.
Well, bam. And Myles says, next time, put something behind it.
You like that? It's amazing.
This button, it's like, it's going to be so fun. See, I have to look now. Mine's not in a 55.
Yeah, it's why you got to go back up here. You got to get it like a buzzer.
So this guy punches Myles. Okay, here's my theory. This is the one theory. By the way, then I said on Twitter, like, WTF people, and everyone's like, how are you lumping all of us in with this guy?
You're all the same guy. Everybody, of course he's lumping you all in. Are you also, what, of course.
Why are you feeling so guilty about it? You know?
There's no nuance to Twitter.
There's none. There's none. No selfie. So here's my theory. This is the only theory that I've got.
Go.
This guy was hoping. Look at the ambassador of cool.
He looks so great today. He's got a Columbus Crew pullover. He's got his Stan
This
Smiths,
prospect
the
has
black over
become
white.
the object of a notable sports management company's attention.
Well,
However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, the fledgling must leave the nest
back to my theory.
for a
I
big
believe
world awaits.
this person said things probably aren't
The
going so well
manager
for me in
checks
life
in
right
with
now.
his ball club.
When I look at Myles Garrett, you know what I see? A lottery ticket. I'm going to punch him, hoping he punches me back.
Yeah.
And then I can sue him.
But how could you? Wouldn't you be in your rights to respond? Myles is not a UFC champion.
Yeah, but then it's
like if Stipe would have done it, well then that's like the plot of Con Air.
Yeah, lethal weapon,
the
right?
plot of Con Air.
Exactly. But you could.
By the way,
and then it's just a he said, she said.
Why would you think that the best way to transport the deadliest criminals in America is an old cargo plane and put them all in one place with 3 guards? That's the best way to do that? Is that way?
Apparently so.
They really landed that thing on the Vegas Strip too. What do you think the total, the actual death toll for that would be?
Everybody.
200,000?
At least 1,000 though.
My gosh, he landed.
Legit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That kind of was glossed over.
Yeah. Well, in Hangover they drove on the sidewalk.
This is slightly different.
They threw out commentary for the walkers, the passersby.
Here's the deal. So they catch the guy.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Bowie Bay Sox.
I just don't know that,
it's baseball on the show.
Which does just, I mean,
Ron Freeman gets the call for.
You can't have this. Now the city's besmirched. This
Now to the plate, Ben Arias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
That's shortstop. There.
And he fouls this one off. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. And another foul ball.
Can play defensive end under the same rules as Deacon Jones.
And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
I want this guy carrying the football. You don't want him carrying the football? You don't want to see just like beer, gore, all of it.
Try again, 1-2.
Suplex.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there's 2 down.
It's good. It's good suplex. Have you given him
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Ken Saunders, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Horn is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Because obviously Miles made light of it. But this is insanity, folks.
First pitch on its way. And that one right down Main Street. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Batting 6.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Barnes has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Jack Messer. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. 0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Alfaro will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Well, I mean, he's a local kid. So
into the box now, Gregorio Cabrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Cabrera.
That's what I'm curious. What was going through your head?
Can you imagine if we landed the exclusive?
Fouled away.
Give it! Give it! Give it! Get us the assailant.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Give it. We have got a job.
Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll put this away for the second out.
This is a task. We have a task. Yeah. A high priority. This is high priority.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Fouled
off.
No, hold on. By the way, I'll walk upstairs.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
DEFCON 5 is actually not.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
As a military man such as yourself.
DEFCON 1.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
We have a mission for you. Do you choose to accept it?
Got him looking, and that ends the inning.
That's not how this works.
Make it 9 straight here to start.
We would like you.
First pitch of the at-bat.
For the Bay Sox.
No balls and a strike to count.
Area.
The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
We'd want him on the outside.
Out there. Out of the gates.
And we would grill him.
Yeah. We want to know what was his.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
I really don't.
And he fouls this one off.
What do you think the motive was?
There was a.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Cleveland Heights, Lakewood, it was like a big
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Great. Oh, except you forget how to turn it on.
That was amazing.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
One of my buddies on the Lakewood football team went up to him after the game.
Stepping in, Angel Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
I don't know if that's exactly the same.
Wisely lays off the knuckleball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, why would you spot Miles on the street? What goes
this
through
is
your
a high
head?
school guy from
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Ken Saunders leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
To harm Miles Garrett.
Line toward the alley in left center. Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
Hit him and cause him discomfort.
Hey, D-Roy, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
One there, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first.
Okay. The police report.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Santander comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Strike one to start the at-bat. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Pitch is popped up. Hernandez has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Messer is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Reyes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Tried to get him fishing at the knuckleball, but it's 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Standing in, Gregorio Cabrera will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, man. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Another 0-2 home. Fouled away.
And Miles said to wait. Okay, then you wait.
The next 0-2.
What is the point of it all anyway? Like, what are you
is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
So we got him looking there. Barrett Case becomes out number 2 this inning. And the pitch. Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy out.
Second baseman, Christopher.
First delivery to him on the way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Here comes the first pitch.
Leading off for the base.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Alfaro backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ken Saunders. He singled his last time up. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
How about Julian listening to us in Santorini while having a beer in an Australian pub? Good job out of you.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Left field.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Starting to run out of innings. So stepping in, Anthony Santander. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting That early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Next will be the designated hitter, Jack Messer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Now batting.
And that one right down Main Street.
Cabrera.
Touch the knobs ever.
High in the air out to center field. Barnes is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. First pitch on its way. Ground ball left side. To his left, Burris. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Showed more range than Ostertag. We need to get you. Maybe we'll have to call you Bill Lane Beer. He had a nice outside shot.
Into the box, Ben Arias.
Hang on your voice.
Here's a pop-up now. Burris is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Coming to the plate now, Christopher Bostic. He's their last shot here with two away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Rubber Ducks took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Bland earns his 8th victory of the season and recording 16 strikeouts along the way.
20 seconds.
You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland.
You guys ready?
Sure.
You're up.
Rumpke Waste and Recycling, family-owned, operated since 1932. They've been in business 87 years, keeping neighborhoods clean and green. Their customers, employees, communities are all part of the family. Visit rumpke.com.
A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player.
That thing where
A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client. Confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actuality.
It's like when I got that Social Security scam when they tried to come at me and tell me my Social Security card had been, my number had been linked to
And some such developments take time.
In El Paso, Texas. I'm like, I've never been to El Paso. They're like, no, you bought an apartment here. I'm like, no.
Nope, I don't believe you have.
They're like, you need to send us a bunch of gift cards. I'm like, oh, interesting. And they're like, what's your Social Security number? I said, your Social Security Administration. You tell me. Some officer got real testy with me.
They're not used to dealing with private school names. No, they're not used to that. That's not what they're used to at all, my friend.
What a bunch of cruds.
Exactly, what a bunch of cruds. I agree with you. Let's go around the league. Brock Osweiler retires. Career numbers? Pretty good. 41.5 on the career earnings.
I was going to say, that's the number that matters.
Yeah, 15 to 15 is a career record. 37 touchdowns, 31 interceptions. Won a Super Bowl with the Broncos and actually played pretty well for them that year.
Got him to the playoffs.
He got him into the playoffs that year, and that's what led to the money.
In Houston?
That went crazy in Houston. Yeah, and of course, best known here for Nick Chubb.
That's right. Took on his contract for Nick Chubb. Ended up not making the team that year. We ended up with a quarterback room of Deshaun Kaiser, Cody Kessler, and Kevin Hogan. The three of whom had a combined how many wins at that time in the NFL? That's right. Same as you and I.
Same. That's one of those instances. I'm sure that the name I'm about to give was far more accomplished than Brock was. I mean, maybe not. I'd have to look. But Scott Mitchell with Miami, who played in relief of Miller or Marino. Remember that in the mid '90s, early to mid '90s, and then went to Detroit. He actually put up some numbers. He actually, but I wonder if how long it was, how long his career was as a starter. He still did multiple years in Detroit, but I don't know that if they ever won anything. Am I misremembering?
No, he went 10-6 in 1995, and they went 9-7 in 1997, his last year as a starter.
So he started 3 years?
Yeah, in 1995, 10-6 as a starter, threw for 4,338 yards, 32 touchdowns, only 12 interceptions.
That's Herman Moore, Barry Sanders.
Yeah,
welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Erie Seawolves. The Rubber Ducks. Robert Cottrell, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Settling in now, Gene Kearns. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Gene Kearns.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second.
A guy that doesn't get brought up as much.
And that's the first out.
Ryan Leaf does. Is Jamarcus Russell.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Banks is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here's the first pitch to him.
Leading off,
ripped down the line.
The second baseman.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
That's an interesting part.
The first baseman.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Willie Escobar. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. That looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
On a 1-31. And that takes
it most certainly does. And Miami is not a city that's going to care to tolerate it. Like, they'll be back, though.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 2.
But there's also, I mean, so I think
first pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground over to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
And also, I think we had very
digging in for his second at bat, Gene Kearns. He got on top. Ground out victim last time. Hernandez fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Alfaro gloves it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clark Beltran. He reached on a single in his first try. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 1.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
I think the NFL will have
a swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So he sets him down swinging. Reggie Coley becomes out number 2 this inning.
Kyler had a cannon. Yeah, the kid at Ohio State now has got a pretty good arm. Trevor Lawrence has a pretty good arm. I'm not sure. He does look just unbelievable.
The next 0-2.
I never even realized he was doing that, which the first time I watched it,
he pops it up.
The best, yeah.
But this will land untouched.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The worst actor of all time. He's right there.
Popped him up.
Hernandez
is there.
Those two,
and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Standing in, Alan Yabu. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
It'd be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
Now batting.
In there, 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
This is foul right side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone. So digging in now, Dean Fagan.
The right fielder.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in the switch hitter, DJ Bledsoe. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, I want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Hernandez has room in foul territory, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's 1 away now.
The center fielder, number 10.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting?
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Ready for another shot now. Clark Beltran, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Third base
fastball in there for a called strike.
So bad. Yeah. It's unreal. And he wasn't in anything else.
Fly ball out toward right field. Moving under it, Banks. And that's the first out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Reggie Coley. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not close with the knuckleball that time. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Popped him up.
Beckham.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Now in the box, Alan Yabu. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. Barnes is right there, and that's out number 2. At the plate, Dean Fagan, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off. Now another 0-2. And it's fouled away.
You've got word of mouth about it.
The 0-2 once more. Misses above the zone for a ball. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this at bat hit.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. Striding in to start the 9th, DJ Bledsoe, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him, and he fouls this one off. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
Right side, hit hard. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Fucking challenges.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
That's true, and we also get to talk to Jay Trump.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The batter.
Digging in, Rich Valentin. And he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today.
You were at the John Dorsey presser yesterday. What did you come away with from the 30 minutes with the boss?
Well, if you had any feeling that Dorsey might be questioning...
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get 2. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. At the plate, Clark Beltran. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any.
He brings it in, and they go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series. 5-0 the final score today. The Rubber Ducks hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win.
Willing to make a deal for something like that to happen. Beyond that, I think that obviously they're concerned with a lot of the mistakes that this team has committed, whether it's turnovers or penalties, but I think they still believe, and that was what Dorsey expressed, that there's a lot of talent and the potential for this team to turn it around. He used a bunch of examples from his past of teams that started slow. It's still there, and I agree with him, but this team is going to have to play a lot better than it has for the first 6 weeks, and it's got to be more consistent, because at times they played well and it doesn't even matter because they shoot themselves in the foot. That's the number one thing that's got to get corrected.
Jake, you've been around Baker Mayfield a lot longer than most of us here from your time down in Oklahoma, and Bo and I talked about this a lot. He's never really experienced a situation like this. He's never been 2-4 before at any level of football. How do you expect him to respond to it, and what have you seen? Have you seen him be exactly the same? Have you noticed any differences with the Browns' young quarterback?
A player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.
Baker Mayfield's never been 2-4. He was 5-0 at Texas Tech. Before suffering a knee injury, he came back and started that game against Texas by that point. It was late in the year. Obviously, Oklahoma was in the playoff slide. And then last year, had the great rookie campaign. This is new territory for Baker Mayfield, and he's faced a lot of adversity off the field. We've got walk-on.
Time for minor league.
But in terms of
stepping into the box, Vaughn McGrath. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Sean McGrath.
First offering on its way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Second baseman.
Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike 1.
Right. As you just alluded to, he's not been 2-4.
Strike taken up in the zone.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
Even when they would lose a game,
set to get his evening at the plate started, Rob Mock. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And Baker, which I think he kind of did early on in the season,
popped up. Alfaro moving to his left, but it's the pitcher that makes the play, and that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Patrick Kivlahan. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
He came back from that. I think by the end of the year, OU has the best offense in the country with Joe Mixon, Majay P. Ryan, and Dede Westbrook, Mark Andrews. All guys playing in the NFL now.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2. So striding forward now, James Quo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. On the ground to the right side.
Thanks for that pass,
and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
He just ran
Yeah,
over.
nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what if you there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Here comes the first pitch.
For the curve.
Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Horn has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
All right, what do you think is going to happen, and how soon do you think we'll know which direction it's going to go?
Digging in to try it again, Tawn McGrath. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
For the curve.
Fouled off.
The left fielder, number 32.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yes.
And he popped him up. Alfaro over to his left. He's got it one away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, that grounder caught him. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. Here's the first pitch to him.
The first baseman.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
Yeah, Jake, I think it's the look of it.
And it's fouled away.
It's not a must-win game because of what I think is going to happen in the rest of the division. But it's a must-look right.
The 0-2 home.
And so that will be the key. Like New England wins.
And he fouls this one off.
I'm with you 100% on that. It's
2 out, nobody on.
And I tend to think that they will. We always love having you on, buddy. Good job on the beat. Doing a fantastic job. Not that you need me to say it, but love reading your stuff and love your work.
Appreciate that, guys. Anytime. Take care.
All right, that is Jake Trotter, ESPN NFL Nation reporter, covering
the next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had to look.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Stepping up to the plate, Patrick Kivlahan. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate. 1 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Now batting, catcher.
Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
No balls and 1 strike. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got this. Digging in, Odell Miklas. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
How do you know? You go with the pros. Call today for on-the-spot financing as low as $99 a month.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Professional roofing service. Online at ProRoofingServices.com. The best commercial roofers now changing the game in residential.
You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting. Shortstop.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Horn is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
When it comes to home improvement right now, just $1 down.
Ready once again, Tawn McGrath. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take it?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the
You want to go 5-1 or 1-5?
Stepping into the box, Aiden Nelson. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Now at the plate, Ray Galindo. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Galindo.
1 out, nobody on.
I'll take the pass, number 2 for you, sir. Number 2.
Sent on the ground out to second. Marcus scoops it up on to first, and there are 2 down.
I've got the New England Patriots. Is that an original? I've never heard that.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rob Mock. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Now batting, Patrick Kivlahan. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in. Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage, so he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
No balls and a strike to count. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Little lead on the scores.
Now at the plate, Jared McDonald. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Number 3 for me is your San Francisco 49ers.
McDonald.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Kivlahan leads off first with 1 away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
The MVP led.
Digging in once again, Odell Mickless. And he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
I don't even know what that is. I'm pushing X too much, I think.
I don't. Oh, who'd you go 5? Let's go, Cleveland Browns. Come on, baby. Woo! Read them and weed, Bishop. Cleveland Browns. I thought about Detroit Lions. Thought maybe we're auditioning for DLD. But I'm saying we've got the talent, and now we're going to prove it. This is a ranking based on power ranking. Yeah, that's right. Neutral field right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Run all over him. What do you mean?
Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Chiefs are your honorable mention.
Ready with the 0-2. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. We've played 8.
You're not the boss of me trophy.
So coming to the plate, Mitch Haynes starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Was Green Bay, and then 4th honorable mention, Also from the NFC.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Make grab.
Football City.
The windup and the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Ready with another 0-2.
It's weird because you said to
now a knuckler hit on the ground to second. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Striding in, Aiden Nelson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Popped up. Hernandez in foul ground makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The Rubber Duck.
4-2. Yeah, probably. And that's ambitious. 3-3.
You would have liked 3-3, and I think 4-2 because I did not have us losing to Tennessee, and I had us going to San Francisco. I did not think San Francisco would be. I mean, when I looked at the first 6, I thought you're either going to win San Francisco or you were in Seattle at home, or maybe you steal the Rams game. You were going to steal one of those, and that you would definitely beat Tennessee.
So I thought you beat Tennessee, you beat the Jets, you're 2-0. You lose to the Rams, 2-1. You beat the Ravens because I was down on the Ravens.
So
I'm not sure that I'm wrong.
Still not. I don't know if I'm wrong.
I don't know if we're wrong.
That's why I keep saying 8-8 might be where it's at.
And then I thought we split one with the Niners Seahawks. Thought we would win one of those games.
Same too. Yeah, so that's what you were thinking. You thought worst case scenario 3-3 because there's no way you were going to lose at home to Tennessee to start the year. That's the one, folks. When you think about 2 and 4, the most recent one is Seattle, and the way the Rams game ended.
A call to the skipper's office can mean a lot of things.
I come back to
in this case, it involves good
and
news.
18 penalties and turnovers and 20 penalties called, and a team, a Tennessee team.
They're calling the pitcher up really fucking quick. My poor fucking hitter is still fucking just taking forever.
Better news, even, than can initially be grasped.
What? Making the Indians roster as a 60 overall?
This young, to go from Double-A right to a major league roster is a rare and notable occurrence.
Maybe they don't even have a AAA in this game. I just call you straight the fuck up.
A fast-rising young player is welcomed for the first time to a major league roster.
It's crazy.
At least for today. His new skipper offers words of wisdom and inspiration as he prepares to make his debut appearance on the show's big stage.
All right, let's see it. In the big leagues. First start. My double A stats are 10-0 though. 0 earned runs. Well, perfectly good. In June, my character got called up as a pitcher. Now I want to know how my hitter does, because I know my hitter's probably way behind this guy, since you know you're skipping a lot of games as a pitcher. But you never know; it could be close. I remember I was past the All-Star break. Because I was like, damn, there must not be a minor league All-Stars.
MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball for you now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Number 23 makes his big league debut right after this. Tyson Ross, the California-born right-hander.
Take the base.
There we go. I'm drunk, the room's spinning. Alright.
Now the pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike one. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
No.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
In there, a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base.
Comes
base
in
hit,
leading the
walk,
junior
hit by
circuit
pitch.
in hitting.
This guy's in the top 5
like
on base
Miguel
percentage.
Cabrera's
He does a little bit of all of those things.
Minors.
And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's been a huge catalyst for this club. His on-base percentage is over .450 entering play today, which is really remarkable. One of the toughest outs in the entire league.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Well, there is some weather in the Detroit area as we begin the second, and for more on that, here's Heidi.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses.
Have your first encounter with Heidi.
Going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Martin on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Next up for Detroit, Nico Goodrum, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Bottom of the second here with no score. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2. Next for the Tigers, Grayson Grenier is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Grenier, a native of South Carolina. He's a second-year big leaguer. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 down. First pitch coming. Here it is.
For the Tigers,
fouled off.
The third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Bland is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jamer Candelario is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Bland has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
Well, listen, this is the much anticipated debut, and they're not making it easy for him as he's making his debut on the road, but that must tell you what the organization or what that manager feels about this young pitcher. If they feel confident enough to run him out there on the road in his debut, that tells you they really like this guy.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Stepping up now, Dawa Lugo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, John Hicks, will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Up next for the Tigers, the first
good fastball on the outside corner as you'll take a look at strike 1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Miguel Cabrera becomes out number 2 this inning.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is Now at the plate, Kristen Stewart. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. Kipnis, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. From the stretch. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Grenier leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Dawa Lugo. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Coming to the plate now, John Hicks. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers.
Call of Duty tomorrow, the next day, whatever the fuck it is.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way.
Not usually all that excited for Call of Duties, but slow gaming season. This Modern Warfare. My favorite Call of Duty ever was Modern Warfare 3. So, hey, home. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be good.
The knuckler offered at and missed.
Hoping.
Land is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Got him. As he just continues
Tomorrow,
to mow down
8 p.m. for a digital NDUMW2 was mine.
Number 9.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty.
Hopefully fun. I mean, I don't know. You never know. With Call of
Duties. And he's quickly in the
every now and then they're great, but a lot of times they're disappointing. And with them changing up the prestige system and all that, getting rid of loot boxes is a good thing, but they're bringing in a battle pass. You know, there's a lot of I don't know.
Now batted.
Just have to see how it goes.
Kristen Stewart, and he fouls this one off. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 0-1. Here it comes. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Up 3. First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Fouled away. Popped him up. Plawecki moving to his left. But it's the
I will
pitcher
be
that
one
makes the
first
play.
at
And
MTX
there's
like
one
hell
away
after
now.
they get
That's exactly what they wanted
their
out of
sales.
that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out.
Yeah, I know.
Well executed
You never know.
pitch there.
Standing in
Long as
now,
it's fun, I
Grayson
don't really care
Greenier.
now.
As
It's
he
just
takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No
my
hits
thing
to
with
this point.
Call of Duties is all about, is there a gun I like, and is there at
Ground
least
ball
one
sent
map that I
back up the
really
middle.
like? You know what I mean?
Backhanded. Throw on
If
to
you don't have at
first,
least
2
one
gone.
gun that you fall in love with, and at least one map that you love,
Next batter,
it's a
Jamer
shitty Call of Duty
Candelario.
for you.
2 away
I
from
don't
the
care
eighth,
as long
and
as it's
time's running out
cosmetics.
on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing. Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Nothing. Leading off the inning, Jacoby Jones. And they'll need him to get something going here. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
In there, and it's 0-1.
The second baseman, Joel Lugo.
Jones on at first, nobody out. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. In now, John Hicks.
Now batting.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hicks.
Little tapper. We'll see if they try for 2. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Digging in now, Miguel Cabrera. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so it'll have to be dealt with carefully here.
Three pitches. Sure.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball,
At least the
but a
pitcher made it
complete
in the
game
majors.
shutout. This guy was in
Teams
total
be holding up
command
fine.
from the first
Pitchers
inning through the
progress
ninth.
fast in this game.
Totally
The fucking
dominant
hitters,
in
it
this
just take
one.
forever.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Cleveland used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Bland earns his first win of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Good stuff.
For the victorious Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for Call of Duty, and that's something rare for me to say. I was ready for World War II because I had high hopes for it, and it was a disappointment. That was probably that was definitely the last one that I was looking forward to. I didn't even get Black Ops 4, whatever the hell it is, 3, 4, whatever the hell it is. I think it's 4, because I remember Black Ops 3. Didn't even buy that. Didn't buy Advanced Warfare. Didn't buy a lot of them, honestly. It's like, once one disappoints me, and if it looks too futuristic or stupid, not into me. Especially back when there was like jump boosting, jetpack type of shit.
Early milestone accomplishment. pitcher receives kudos from his coach after a memorable appearance.
What's the point in that? I shouldn't be worried about that, but whatever. Yes. These are all that great, honestly. And the first two was okay, but I kind of probably should have gone a different way. Oh well. Alright.
I had fun during the beta, but how much did they change?
A lot. But, you know, it was just a little beta, you know, it wasn't anything all that shocking or anything. So I know it's past the All-Star. Where the hell's the All-Star break? Can't find it. In June here. Oh fuck. It's over there. Let's go see what I was at on my other guy. Yeah, let's get on the hitter and see. But I don't know, I mean, it's not like there's anything to lose. Good chance it's going to be good, though. And if not, Call of Duty Mobile has actually been really good. Everybody's been loving it, and they're about to add controller support for PS4. You just play fucking Call of Duty Mobile on your phone with a PS4 controller. It has the potential to be better than that game. But we'll see. Alright, let's get on the fucking center see where we're at. Cool shit. I'm in June on this guy. So it's like right at the same point as the other guy, or close to it anyways. Call of Duty Mobile's killing it right now. I can't even lie. They have like insanely had an awesome launch. A lot of nostalgia maps from different Call of Duties. Good weapons and all that. I hate the controls because I don't have a controller. But when they put controllers back in there, yeah, it'll be pretty sick. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I'll start running. I wonder if I would go to the All-Star game. Or maybe this is minor league All-Star. Okay. See, I'm wondering if there's even a AAA. Because let's get my picture up to fucking the majors. So I'm wondering if that's the way it works. If you just go up to the majors immediately. Double A. Oh, there is a triple A. I don't know if you can actually play for them, but you can at least look at them.
Yay, there's triple.
Okay. I was like, this is weird. They just called up my picture from double to the majors like that. I don't know how long it'll take for this guy to go up there, but even though he's destroying.
It all depends on performance and team needs.
$22.75. Oh, it's contact. Yeah, I mean, they were both doing amazing. Pitcher was destroying. I didn't allow a run through all the games I played. Keep up some hits, but no runs. But the hitter is, you know, the top and everything, as you'd expect. About to break the whole run record in June. But the rating system
baseball is live and on the air on the
pitcher was progressing pretty decently. It was in the 70s quickly. This guy, not so much.
Striding into the box, Big Daddy Bland, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless, whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away, this mark will always stand.
Plus, knuckleball is a vicious pitch.
That other players chase. Children will learn about it in textbooks. This guy has certainly etched his place in this game system.
Into the box now, Big Daddy Bland, and he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Here's the first pitch to him. Front door with the curveball, and he catches the corner for a called strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner.
Really?
A lot of hitters have a tendency
to
open up way too early, and they
and the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over.
That's the weird thing about this hitter, too, is that you can guarantee you a pitch inside by calling 2 timeouts at the beginning of the bat. Even if you guess it and swing perfectly on time, you're usually not going to get hit. It's swing early, like that. That was way early, just to give yourself a chance at pulling it for a home run and getting decent contact.
Striding in to start the ninth, Big Daddy Bland, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Bullet back up the middle. Kearns is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Hey, a nice win.
I'll be back here in a few minutes.